Now in northern Japan, people are just trying to hang on in the cold, clinging to daily life with no supplies. And now we're starting to hear doubts being expressed about whether the Japanese government is telling them the truth about what's going on. Tonight, Ann Curry is in Akita, Japan. Ann, good evening.
Good evening to you, Brian. That's right. Tonight, some Japanese are openly saying that they doubt their government is telling them the truth about the nuclear risks. From the very young to the old and frail, just about everyone here has been touched by this crisis. And government reassurances, especially about the risks of radiation, are wearing thin. To say that it was safe to stay here, were they joking, asked this man? Confusion, anger, and distrust are spreading. People here are increasingly concerned about their most vulnerable. Many elderly have crowded overextended shelters, unable to travel any further from the danger zone. Many with pets have hunkered down in special evacuation centers. Crowds flocked aboard buses out of Sendai, a city especially hard hit by the quake and tsunami, now low on water, food, and gasoline. Across the country, people are riveted by the latest news, but increasingly skeptical about what they're hearing. I'm really doubting my government's judgment, says this man. And there's growing anger. In Tokyo, hundreds marched in anti-nuclear protests, blaming their prime minister for the radiation leaking from the Fukushima plant. Passport centers around Japan are full, train stations mobbed. At Haneda Airport, U.S. Embassy staffers have set up a help desk for Americans who want to leave.
We're nuclear fallout refugees.
American Jason Ray and his family have had enough.
The U.S. government just said that you got to stay at least 50 miles away. And if that were to expand even more, and we waited, we would risk not being able to get out of the country. So we're out of here.
Meanwhile, the work of search and rescue teams goes on amid bitter cold and snow. But time is running out.
There's always a small percent of hope, isn't there, all the time?
They found only the dead today. Katsuya Maya and his wife holding out hope for a lost sister-in-law, getting a first look at the destroyed neighborhood, too much for him to bear. There is nothing, he cries. Nothing but sorrow and growing distrust. Also, the State Department says a large pocket of Americans is stuck north of Sendai. 14 buses are en route to carry up to 600 Americans out of the hardest hit region, Brian.
Wow, and considering tonight marks the 1-week anniversary, it is still so difficult to watch. Ann Curry in Japan for us tonight. Thanks.